Well, this is something new. We probably all heard that Bloodlines 2 is coming out 21st October in 2025. But that is not the game you're looking at here. Before the China Room got their hands on the IP, mostly because Paradox kicked the others out, Hardsuit Labs had their hands on it. This trailer is part of the set of trailers they actually had to work with. And this is a much better trailer in many ways, because what makes a Bloodline story? A Bloodline story has many things to offer, and I think one of the things is it's a mood, a feel, something which is you know it when you see it. It's a beautiful thing just looking at it. And as this trailer moves on, which will, because it's like a 15 minutes trailer, you will see precisely what I mean. Now this is called VtM Medical, or the medical area. So they're showing a little bit about the gameplay and idea of what would happen in the medical area. I pick up from having seen this trailer a number of times that you have to pick up certain data. But to get there, you get this. Now this kind of reminds me of the haunted house scene, which is Santa Monica. I think we all probably know if you played Bloodlines 1, the one. It looks kinda nasty and haunted and beautiful that way. I don't have to really say much about it because it looks disused, disheveled, and yet used. And there's a beauty in this. This is made by Hardsuit Labs. Around 2019 they made this demo. I'm not sure precisely for what the target was, but it was demo material which probably was available to gaming journalists and stuff like that. And just look at it. This is Bloodlines. And even though it already shows the modern things Bloodlines come with, and I would say it shows the soul. Look at this one. That was just fun. Look at the soul of what makes a good Bloodlines game. This will probably be pretty scary the first time you play it, and you don't know what's coming your way. Let's just move on a little bit. Display. I got this trailer, by the way, from the Internet Archive. Yes, I'll shoot a link to it. So you can sit back and watch 2020, 2019 Bloodlines 2 trailers while we're stuck with whatever the China Room has to offer us. And I do not attack the see the doors and the things and the weird crazy stuff happening. That's a good part. I'll go further to say very simple. I do not blame the China Room. The China Room did their best. The China Room was given an IP and material and probably had to start over, and yeah, maybe we get a level like this in Bloodlines 2, maybe if we're lucky. There were feelings. See, the weird thing, you go in a door, you go out the door, and the door opens. It feels very ghostly and Malkavian-y. And then you get a nice little video. I've kept the audio out. You can see it yourself. Take yourself. I don't like it when you have two different levels of audio of each other. So if someone is watching a video and then adding audio, that tends to be irritating. I'm a fan of riff tracks and MS3TK, but they know timing, so they will make a joke about something on the right time. So I will not talk over it on with the audio. I'll leave that to you to watch. Now, this is telling a little nice, and there's a weird thing happening. We're just telling a nice little story, isn't it? This is made obviously by the original people behind Bloodlines 2. And I can only say one thing here. This is kind of what I hoped for. With the idea that if you had different clans and different powers, that you could somehow combine them. And looking at the jacket, I would say this guy's a Tremere. Some kind of Tremere early on. It's a dead body, but then, you know, there's a machine. It is all weird. It is a very Malkavian vibe to this. Very, something strange happened here. Malkavians are connected to it. There might be some ghostly magic stuff. Doors that just kick open. Just look at that. The looks and the feel. See, China Room did learn one thing. At least that's obvious from all the trailers they've shown. They know stories and they know to create a world. Because they can create a dirty looking world. They can... Oh, okay, someone just went past. They create a dirty looking world of a lot of little things. But this is made by Hardsuit Labs. And these guys originally were on this project for a long time. And I worry, like anybody who has seen what we have seen, that maybe yes, Bloodlines 2 is in base core better built than Bloodlines 1. Because Bloodlines 1 had its issues. Oh dear, that's its issues. But the feel of it was that with so many different clans and different ways to play it, including some clans which made it very, very different. I loved the Malkavians. Malkavians are very fun to play. I did even like the Nosferatu. Yes, indeed, the Nosferatu. The Uglies, which in V5, by the way, they made some changes. So they're not super ugly anymore, or supernatural ugly anymore. They're just guys with burn marks, or they stink a bit, or there's something wrong with these people. That's the Nosferatu thing now. Then you are so ugly you shouldn't be seen, so you always are skulking around. That's a thing, you know. Now this is playing Tremere, so obviously it must be Tremere looking at the red coat he had earlier. And it does look modern. And remember, this is Hardsuit Labs. This is not the China Room. Hardsuit Labs already was using modern methodology and modern stuff to make something happen. Okay? And I understand we would never get... Oh, well, that's nice. We would never get something as janky and ancient as Bloodlines 1. So I love Bloodlines 1, but let's be fair, it's janky and it needs those patches. But I love the jank. And this Hardsuit Lab trailer looks fun. It kind of seems to have kept the main atmospheric idea and the little things, but still it moved on in time and actually made something in an engine which is a bit more stable, shall we say, for an RPG. Now there's a lot of moments you just keep going to the same place here, and that's just this weird Malkavian-like level. See? It just keeps changing. And that's interesting. And I guess that really strange touch that some of these maps had. Maps we all love. We all love the hospital, right? We all pretty much love the hotel. Some people are kind of scared of the hotel with the ghost. And the hospital with the, well, Pisha. If you haven't played the game yet, do play the game, please. And even more effects. It also gives me a little bit of touch of Fear. Remember Fear, that shooter with the little girl Elma? I'm not sure if Elma and Fear was inspired by Vampire the Masquerade, or, you know, they cross-inseminated somewhere. But the idea that the world keeps changing and shifting is something I would say quite beautiful. And it definitely tells the story in its own little way. Thank you, Dead Body. In its own little way, it keeps telling its own story. So now we got a name to seemingly a person who was accidentally electrocuted. Huh, interesting. And there's one of these weird boxes again. Let's see. Whoa. Okay then. Again, it's very spooky, very interesting. This is very what I would expect from a Bloodlines 2. Very deeply well-made level, which is gonna give people the creepy crawlies. Well, this is different. Yes? Go to the light, it's safe. No, it's just light. And we're back somewhere. There was something that in the unofficial patch, Bloodlines has unlocked some missing areas. The mansion, that mansion, Crouch Mansion, used to have a more Malkavian area. But that was kind of cut. Shame, it was just time issues probably. Wesp, and probably others, found this and they put it back in. So with the patch, when you just install it the right way and activate the right option, you can play a really fun Malkavian-like crazy section. Well, it won't take long. Oh, look at you. That's a lot of that, people. Oh, another that one. The mystery deepens. Huh. Right. What's happening here? Some kind of nurse? Probably the nurse who got electrocuted. Something to do with the doctor? Something to do with the past? Is it a ghost? Is it a Malkavian thing? That's a good question. Oh, and everything changes again. And now we are almost at the end. 1 minute to go. I'll give you that time, guys. And yeah. Wow, we are at some kind of server room, which picking up, I guess we need something from the server. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ghost, or whatever that was. Yeah, wow, that's something. And it's about to end here. But yeah, that's just how I feel. I mean, this is what they made. 2019. And then they were kind of kicked off. How does that make you feel? Knowing that we had this on offer, but other things we didn't? Strange. Very strange.